Welcome, everyone. Today, we're doing a deep dive into something really comforting, old-fashioned rhubarb pie.
Ah, yes. We're drawing from Old-Fashioned Rhubarb Pie, a culinary memory over at Bite the Mic.
Exactly. And this isn't just any pie, right? It's described as, tart, sweet, rustic.
That nostalgic hit, like something straight from maybe your grandma's kitchen.
Totally. And the basics are pretty simple. Fresh rhubarb, sugar, flour, a bit of nutmeg.
All in a golden double crust, maybe with some butter, some coarse sugar on top if you're feeling it.
Right. So our mission, let's say, is to really unpack what makes this classic pie tick.
Okay, let's start with the heart of it, the filling.
Yeah, the source mentions its simplicity. 4 cups of fresh chopped rhubarb, that's your tartness.
Then 1 1/3 cups of granulated sugar for the sweetness.
And 6 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. That's the binder, right, to thicken it up.
Exactly. Plus that lovely little detail, a whisper of nutmeg. Just a 1/4 teaspoon.
A whisper. I like that. So getting that balance, the tangy and the cozy, as they say, that's crucial.
Oh, absolutely. It's all about that push and pull between the sharp rhubarb and the sugar. Too much sugar, it's just sweet, not enough.
Way too tart.
Right. And the flour stops it from being, well, soup. The nutmeg just adds that subtle warmth, kind of rounds it out.
Okay, makes sense. Now what about the crust? A golden double crust? Homemade, store-bought, the source says either works.
Yep, flexibility there.
Yeah?
But those optional extras sound interesting. The tablespoon of butter cut up small and the coarse sugar.
Yeah, how do they, lift the pie?
Well, the butter melts into the top crust, right? Creates little pockets of richness, makes it extra flaky.
Ah,
And that coarse sugar gives you a nice little crunch on top. Sparkle, too. Looks good.
And the egg wash mentioned, that's for color.
That's for that deep golden brown finish. Makes it look really professional, even if it's simple to do. Just 1 beaten egg brushed over.
Got it. Okay, let's talk baking. The instructions are specific. Start hot, then lower the heat. 400 Fahrenheit first.
For about 20 minutes, yeah.
Then down to 350 for another, 30 to 35 minutes? Why the 2 temperatures?
So that initial blast of heat, the 400 degrees, it helps set the crust quickly. Gets it golden, gets it crisp, especially the bottom crust.
Right, avoids the soggy bottom issue.
Exactly. Then dropping the temp lets the filling cook through gently without burning the top crust. You cook it until it's bubbling nicely and the crust is, properly golden.
And the waiting. Gotta let it cool completely before slicing. That's always the hardest part.
It is, but it's essential. The filling needs time to set up as it cools, otherwise you just get a rhubarb avalanche when you cut into it.
Been there. Okay, so the experience of eating it. The source calls it the flavor of simpler days. Flaky crust, tart filling, a pie that needs no frills.
It's true. There's something very direct about it. Maybe it's the rhubarb itself, being one of those first brain things.
Or just the whole idea of a homemade pie. It connects you, doesn't it?
It really does. Comfort food in its purest form, I think.
Yeah.
Honest, straightforward. It evokes that nostalgia.
And, just for the record, the source gives some practicals. Prep is quick, maybe 20 minutes. Total time, an hour and 10.
Something like that. And it makes about 8 slices, around 370 calories a slice, roughly.
So, pretty achievable for a home baker.
Definitely. Accessible, satisfying, hits all the right notes.
So wrapping this up, this deep dive really shows that old-fashioned rhubarb pie is, well, it's more than dessert.
It's a connection, isn't it, to memory, to simple techniques, simple ingredients.
Yeah. It's a reminder that the simple stuff can be deeply satisfying.
Well put.
Which leads us to a final thought for you listening. In our often complicated world, think about how these simple traditional recipes work. How they ground us, connect us to memories, offer real comfort. Maybe try exploring some other classic desserts. Think about the stories, the feelings they bring up for you. You might find something pretty meaningful there.